Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Erik and today we are watching episode 3 of season 1 of The Rings of Power. And I'm intrigued. I'm still very intrigued. This is shaping up to be quite interesting. I don't know where we're going yet. I don't know what the overarching plot is. I mean, there's some hints, but like there's nothing definitive yet. But I'm very curious to see how it develops moving forward. I'm really interested in this mysterious stranger, and Elrond and like the whole forging of the rings. That seems interesting to me as well. I'm looking forward to seeing how Arondir's story is going to change. Like, I hope that what his story is that he goes around trying to suss out if there is an intelligence, if there is intent behind what's going on in the southeast at the moment. With the digging and like, is there some kind of general who's behind? Is there a plan there, or is it just stuff happening? And we'll see what happens with Galadriel, you know. So let's not waste any time. Let's just dive into it, I guess. Before we get started, I just want to mention the Patreon, where you can get this early and uncut. So if it interests you, feel free to check it out. Link is in the description down below. There's also all the other movies and series and stuff I do over there. It's over like 400, it's over 400 videos at this point, somewhere between 400 and 500. With that, it's time to get into episode 3 of season 1 of The Rings of Power. Adar. I don't know who that is. I'm bad with names. I'm really bad with names. I think one mistake that they've done here in this show is that Galadriel is included. Because the fact that she's included means that there is not really any stakes to any events she's part of, because we know she's gonna survive, because I mean, she's in the movies, in the Peter Jackson movies, so that like she can't die, she has to make it to that. Okay, where do we start this time, I wonder? Oh, Arondir. No? Yes. Goblins? Or orcs? I don't even know what these are. Looks kind of like orcs, actually.
Great servant stuff about. Now dig!
Dig where? Is that his elf buddy? It is his elf buddy! And the watch... yeah. The boss.
Our hosts. Saviors or captors?
Probably captors. I say probably captors because they left her in that ice-cold, soaked shift. That's not very nice. I mean, at the very least, she's gonna get a UTI.
One of the Eldar. On board my ship.
Indeed. Who are you, my friend?
We're nearly there.
Nearly where?
Home.
Oh, you ass. Hey, you stole her knife. Or dagger, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, that's a big face. It's a lot of big faces.
There is only one place it can be. The land of the star. The westernmost of all mortal realms.
Oh yeah?
The island kingdom of Numenor.
Okay. Which is now lost, I'm guessing. It's like Atlantis or something. Wow. Holy crap, that's an impressive shot. Or visual, I guess. Like, I would kind of like it if Galadriel got some clothes, because it looks like a night dress.
In the Great Wall, your ancestors stood with Morgoth. These men stood with the elves. As a reward, the Valar granted them this island. It has changed much since then. Once elves came and went freely from these shores. Our people were as kin. Numenor began to turn away our ships. In time, they broke off all contact.
Why?
Maybe because you're stagnant. You know, that's a downside to living forever. There's no reason to change because, like, you're bound by tradition and so on. And humanity is all about progress and ambition and, like, yeah. So, elves didn't add anything. They just, like, pulled backwards, while humanity wants to constantly pull forwards.
I suggest we set history aside for the moment. Show some restraint. Let's try not to antagonize these people.
Really good advice that she might need to hear. Quiet falls over the crowd and all the faces turn to look at Galadriel.
No one kneels in Numenor.
Sorry.
No, not sorry, it's good. Because not kneeling, not attempting to kneel gives the impression that, like, you're too good for them.
A man and an elf, together.
Yeah, not by choice.
We are companions by chance.
In generations since a ship of Numenor was permitted to make such a journey on an elf's behalf.
It is because of the elves that you were given this island. Surely you can spare a few planks and a rudder.
What the elf means.
Then if blood be the price of passage, I will pay it. But one way or another, I will depart.
I welcome you to try.
Standard elven superiority.
Guards,
My friend,
Let's see if you can salvage this, Halbrand.
some complications.
It was good that he said, like, let's try not to antagonize them. Unfortunately, Galadriel did not pay attention.
Captain, my gratitude.
Did he steal something? Or pass the captain something?
You really expect me to leap with you back into the furnace?
You leapt into the sea to save one life. I seek to save many.
I have been searching for my peace.
Yeah, but you didn't say anything about that. You just walked in and started giving orders.
Let me keep it. Perhaps some peace could do you good as well.
Yeah, he did.
Do try not to make any new enemies.
She's gonna.
We dare not invite your father's cloud back overhead.
Cloud? What do you mean, my friend?
Captain.
His
Oh,
name is Elendil.
Oh, an Elendil. Who are you, my friend? That's pretty. Is Sildur? Okay.
There is no harsher master than the sea.
Kinda true. So there's our hero, I guess. The one that let us down in the end. Yeah, man, you can't knock the visuals in this show, man. It is so pretty all of the freaking time.
The sea is always right.
I mean, I guess. Because you can't really argue with it. You can't make it change its mind. But it's not really right, it just is.
There you are. Erik, my boy.
Get fucked.
Elendil. An uncommon name. Pray tell, what does it mean?
One who loves the stars.
That is not its only translation, is it?
It can also mean elf friend.
Then are you? An elf friend?
Why is it such a big deal that he brought Galadriel here?
Though elves have been unwelcome on our shores since the reign of my grandfather's great-grandfather,
Yeah, why?
you chose to break with that precedent.
It was the sea that put her in my path.
And the sea is always right, we heard that.
Seas. Given the circumstances, I did only what I believed to be most prudent.
Then I shall have to ask you to perform a service.
What are you implying? That he's supposed to kill her?
These passages reach all the way to Horden. Possibly beyond.
Yeah, definitely beyond.
They're searching for something. They ransack village after village.
Toiling nightly to find it for their leader.
Are they looking for the sword that Theo found?
It seems Morgoth has a successor.
Yeah, his name is Sauron. Adar. No.
There's more at work here than we can yet see.
Didn't you say that the evil was gone? I mean, you were gonna go home.
And when the sun is at its strongest, we will make our escape.
Yeah, what about all the people here?
Makes it home. We can return in force and sweep the enemy from these lands like salt from a table.
You've just earned your company. A water ration.
Don't be afraid.
No, do be afraid.
Surely you thirst.
What's this gonna do to him? It would be really funny if it was just water, if there was no funny business. Because the music is so oppressive. There's so much tension at the moment. And then murder? Okay. Dude, that's gonna be so much work. It's not just the tree, it's all the roots. Good lord, what a mess.
You will inform
My
us
word.
that he's escaped. I informed him last time. That was a dog.
Nice Galadriel. Very sneaky.
Be wiser to steal the half sail. I'm afraid the Queen has charged me with seeing to it that you cause no further disturbance.
Who is this mortal who speaks to me as if he has the slightest idea who I am?
He is kind of full of herself. I find it kind of funny.
Lalje sanke loilquen, Erinia.
He speaks Quenya.
It is still taught in our Hall of Law.
Your Hall of Law, how far is that?
Quarter day's ride.
Did you say ride?
Whoa. This is a big island. Way bigger than I thought. I thought it was just kind of the city. Very impressive. Horses are such gorgeous animals, you know? Especially draft horses. I really like draft horses. I will say though, that still, up until this point, I still feel like this is more style over substance. I mean, it has tons and tons of promise, but yeah.
I'm here to start anew.
But until you've earned your guild crest, you can't forge steel in Numenor.
So how do you earn that?
Fellow sailed in with the elf.
You're tainted.
And how close are you and the she-elf?
Ew. Let's talk to this guy. He has what I want.
Here I am. I'm a guest on your island, and I haven't shown you the faintest bit of gratitude.
He's gonna, because he's like a pickpocket, he's gonna lift one of those, or maybe bet them. I don't know, he's gonna get one of those crests this time.
You're not so bad, low man.
Yeah, there he goes. Here he goes.
Oh, you still got a warm opinion of me?
There it is. He's got it. But I mean, there must be some, like, records kept of it as well. But just getting that sigil is not gonna be enough.
I thought it was worth a try. Take it. I don't want any trouble.
You got it, though. Let's see if he can defend himself.
Please. Don't do this.
Wouldn't like me when I'm angry, maybe. Yeah. Ooh, savage, my guy.
Call me Halbrand.
Oh no. They started it. I mean, it doesn't look good because they're on the ground and he isn't. But it's 5-on-1. But yeah.
Give any information you may have on this.
I will take a look.
That's so cool. I like the look of this with all the scrolls.
Thank our last king. And it's because of him this place wasn't torn down.
He was loyal to the elves.
Why are they so angry at the elves, I wonder? I mean, there's the thing I already said, but there must be something else, because
From the throne for it.
it feels like there's a lot of anger. Not just that they didn't have anything to offer, but like they're very upset with the elves for some reason. Dude knows his stuff.
Wait a moment. I must be blind. This is no sigil.
Oh, it's a map?
It is a map of the Southlands.
Oh?
It speaks not only of a place, but a plan.
Yes, this is what I want.
To create a realm of their own, where evil would not only endure, but thrive.
Mordor, I'm guessing?
And the Southlands are in grave danger.
If Sauron has indeed returned.
Is the Southlands gonna become Mordor? Yeah, because it's ringed by, like, that shape is the mountains that surround Mordor.
That's right. Nobody goes up train. Nobody goes up train.
They are such prey animals, these.
So it's not better.
No, it's not better, so he's gonna be abandoned here.
You know, after I lost Rose, there's like the wheels.
I like the acorns in his hair. Laurie had that as well.
We'll make it to the grove. I'll stay at the front of the caravan. And we got Nori. Look, once that girl puts her head to something, nothing can stop her.
Transition.
The migration's tomorrow. If you want to help him find those stars, our best hope is in that book.
I don't want to help him.
We get that.
He's a giant with a brackish... What sense did sticking your neck out for him any more than you already have? There's head sense, Poppy, and there's heart sense.
There's common sense and nonsense. And if you're
first, then you can boast on the line. Rather boast instead.
Poppy is so not on board.
Fetch it from your cart!
No, he's bringing the book.
How much have you got left? Just a little left?
Just tell them I'm almost ready.
I like that. Clever. But just having like a drawing of stars not gonna help if you don't know where that drawing was made or like what it refers to.
Noon is very full, so be careful where you're having your shenanigans later on.
Shenanigans? Oh, yeah, we know what you're talking about. Shenanigans indeed. Because everyone's going to be able to see.
Should any Harfoot fall behind this migration, they likewise will be carried with us in our hearts and in our memories.
Yeah, because they won't actually be carried with you. We'll just remember them.
In life, we could not wait for them.
That's ruthless. It's not no child, no man left behind. It's some left behind, if you're too slow.
Linseed Proudfellow, taken by landslide one rainy winter day.
Well, that's different, but like, if you're abandoning someone because they can't walk properly because they're injured, then that's kind of a dick move. Oh, he's here. Who are you, my guy? Gonna catch fire or something, and he's gonna panic. Oh my word, guy. You're drawing attention to yourself, slightly. Yeah, this is not gonna help. Oh no, you look like a monster. It would be really good if you knew how to talk now. Oh no, he said Nori. That's the only word he knows. Yes, he did say Nori. You're in so much trouble, girl.
It's quite extraordinary. Have you ever heard tell of beings falling from the stars?
Yeah, for prey animals, that's really, really bad. Because strange, you should run away from things that are strange.
Stick to the path, flee every danger,
Yeah.
heaven forbid. We explore something new for
Eleanor
once.
Kellemark Brandyfoot.
Full name. Wow.
Is to be decaravaned.
She's gonna be exiled.
Miss Brandyfoot is young.
You're trying to find an excuse.
And the Brandyfoot cart will be with us. At the back of the caravan.
At the back?
No. He's gonna have to run away.
Stamped our name in the book of the left behinds.
So cruel behavior, I think. I mean, why are they leaving people behind? Why can't you just delay slightly?
I know I'm just one little harfoot in a grand, wide world. But he is special.
Ever has your heart been like your father's. But the tallest milkweed gets snipped.
Yeah, don't stand out. Good lord. I don't know what word I should use, but like, there's so much like peer pressure here. There's so much like need to conform, to not stand out, to not be exceptional, to not be like, yeah, injured so you're left behind. It's like, that's awful.
Trust that's all right.
I was thinking I might defer. Anarion told me you deferred twice.
Anarion? What's your brother have to do with this?
Nothing.
Well, slightly more than nothing.
Why is this such a big deal?
There is nothing for us on our western shores.
No, he wants to go exploring?
Is dead. We either move forward or we die with it.
No, I want to know what's in the past. I want to know why you have become this.
The watery part of this world has a way of healing even the deepest of wounds.
The way it's healed yours.
Yeah, I guess. Because tide comes and goes and washes away the past and so on.
Halbrand,
Don't start.
you do not belong on this island.
If there's one of us that doesn't belong here, I'll...
There's a lot in his...
I'm not so sure of that anymore.
There's a lot of secrets around Halbrand I'm curious about.
You are more than you claim.
Exactly! That's kind of what I meant.
I found this on a dead man. Thought the pattern suited me.
Lies.
Many ages ago, a man bearing that mark united the scattered tribes of the Southlands under one banner. The very banner that might unite them again today. Against the evil that now seeks to claim their lands. Your lands, Halbrand.
Oh, is he gonna be like the leader of the ring wraiths?
For you are him.
Right? One of the human kings? Like, that feels right, doesn't it? Because we know that the king of Gondor is gonna be Isildur. Right?
The heir to this mark is heir to more than just nobility. For it was his ancestor who swore a blood oath to Morgoth. I am not the hero you seek.
No. Probably are not.
Come with me to Middle-earth. And together we will redeem both our bloodlines.
She'll succeed, he won't. What are you doing up here, lady?
It is here, Father. The moment we feared, the elf has arrived.
It doesn't show father. I'm guessing father doesn't really exist. It might be a Norman Bates situation or something. I don't freaking know. You can't do this.
Give me a moment to get my breath under me.
No, someone else pulled the freaking cart. Oh yes, the big man. It's a good way to ingratiate yourself with him. He's going to be the reason that the that Nori and her family get to stay with the rest of the gang.
He helps us and we help him. Can we, Mom? Can we bring him?
I found a pet. They're doing decent. Like, for instance, say one of the wheels on one of the carts breaks. Are those people just boned and they're just doomed to die? Because, like, no, we can't stop, we can't slow down. I like that. Ah, gosh darn it. Almost. Holy crap, Arondir. Oh no, the sun. How scary.
Release the wand.
Oh? Okay, they had a contingency. Kick its ass. Maybe easier said than done, I guess. Yeah, you should actually. Because just one has to escape. This dude is a freaking savage. I love him. Oh, he got shot. Ah, for God's sakes.
Wait! Bring him to Adar.
Oh? Really? Bring him to the master? Is Sauron gonna have physical form in this? Oh, for goodness sakes. The tease. Okay, so that was the third episode of Season 1 of The Rings of Power. And it's growing on me more and more. I don't know how many seasons they're going to make of this. And I don't know how many episodes are going to be in this season. Like, usually these streaming site seasons, they're like 10 episodes around there. Like 8 to 10 episodes per season. And if that is the case, then I'm... How should we put this? I'm slightly concerned because I don't feel like that... Like, a lot of stuff has happened so far. The pacing might be on the slow side. Because, like, what's actually happened? In total, let's let's, I mean, a lot of stuff has happened, but stuff of import. Like, Galadriel, in this episode, she found out about the sigil, that it wasn't the sigil, it was a map, you know? That's, like, because that's the symbol she saw in the beginning of the first episode. Now she knows it's a map. That's the one thing that's actually concretely happened with her that pushes the plot forward in a substantial way. What else? For Nori and the Harfoot, like, the big thing that's happened, like, we've gotten a lot of world building, a lot of, like, this and that, but, like, moving the plot forward is this mysterious stranger. But he has arrived, and, like, friend, yes, sure, but that's it. Like, we don't know who he is, we don't know what he wants, we don't know why he's here. We know very little there, so, like, not a lot has happened there either. We're getting some progress now for Arondir. But, like, how much progress can he make if he's going to be a captive here of the orcs? Like, this escape attempt was a good attempt, but it feels like nothing... like, he's not going to be able to get out of here on his own because most of his allies have perished now. So I don't see that moving forward much in the, like, coming episodes. We didn't really see Elrond in this one. I don't think we actually saw him at all. And, like, there's progress there, you know? He's been assigned to this Lord Celebrimbor, and he is, like, plans for making the Rings of Power, and, like, contacted the dwarves, like, and it's progressing there, and that's great. But yeah, that's the thing that's moved the most, I feel. That's it, basically. Like, those are the 4 major ones. I mean, we could include the 5th as well, these, like, with the Elendil, those guys. So they were introduced this episode, but, like, what's going to happen there? Yeah, I don't know. This feels like you would need like 20 episodes for this season at this pace to get somewhere. So I wonder. But that's also quite possible that the reason for that is that I have a very distorted perception of where this is going to go in this season, you know? It might just be mainly set up this season. And if that's the case, then the pacing is fantastic for that. Because with the resources available to Amazon, they are in the position to be like, screw it. The first season is like an intro to the show, and like if they do that, then hats off to them. Like that's very admirable because like I like really large scale stories, very big epics, and if they commit an entire season and a year to setting up like an introduction, then wow is all I say. I gotta say that I'm a little surprised at the Harfoots. They are so ruthless, and I don't understand why. Like, I mean, I get that they are migratory, and maybe it's a weather thing if they don't migrate to their new, like, feeding ground, I guess, in a way, because the way they behave, the way they act is extremely much like prey animals behave, you know? Like large herds of like wildebeest, or for instance, that something along those lines. Where, I mean, there it's normal to abandon like someone who's weak or injured because they're going to get many people killed. They're going to get like the whole herd in trouble because the herd is only as strong as its weakest member. There was something, I don't know where I read this, where I saw this, where I heard this. But it was something along the lines like a student had asked a professor about like, or there was a question asked of someone of like the definition of civilization. And to this person, the answer that they gave, like the obvious answer is like, I don't know, art or like building or like tending crops or money or like many of these answers. But this person, what they answered was like that a healed bone, like someone who had a broken bone, but it was healed. That was their indication for like civilization. Because up until that point, if you had someone who was injured, you just abandoned them. But when we had the ability and the, I don't know, empathy, humanity, to tend to someone who was wounded and heal them, that's when humanity became civilized, or like when civilization started. So I wonder what their reason for being this insanely ruthless. I mean, it's one thing to, like they mentioned about like the people who, there was one person who had eaten some poisonous berries or something, and there was some people who had died like in a landslide, and that's one thing. But for instance, like this with Nori's dad, who was just injured, and like screw them, if they can't keep up, just cut them loose. Like that is insanely ruthless. And I'm wondering what the reason for it is, basically. I'm wondering about, I've forgotten his name again, but the Galadriel's companion. I don't remember. He seems interesting. Like, because we have prior knowledge, we know that Aragorn was like descended of Isildur. And that's the like line of kings for Gondor. And Isildur is on like Numenor. So we know it can't be this other guy who's Galadriel's companion. Like his line is not the line of kings of Gondor. Unless he has kids and then they marry in, like, I don't know. No, doesn't work that way. Because that's two different lines of kings merging into one. Maybe it still could, I guess. But like, I'm wondering like how far this goes. And I'm really bad at the timeline. So I'm wondering if he's going to be like the leader of the ring wraiths. And the Southlands is going to become Mordor. Because they're sworn to Morgoth. Or his ancestors were. I mean, it feels like it fits. Because the ring wraiths were fallen human kings corrupted by the rings. And I'm really looking forward to seeing all these things that's coming down the pipe. But like, I'm wondering how long it's going to take to get there. Because it feels like we've barely scratched the surface. We've barely gotten started, it feels like. And we're 3 episodes in, 3 hours in. So I don't know, it feels like more should have, I don't know. We will see, I don't know, we will see when the season is done what their approach is going to be. And I'm looking forward to it. But that is for a different day. For today, I am done, and I thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, do take care of yourselves, and peace out.